In this lesson, we're going to look at how to evaluate algebraic expressions. So let's first of all take a look at the vocabulary. What is a variable? A variable is a symbol that represents one or more numbers. It's usually a lowercase letter. So for example, if you had something like 2x plus 4, our variable would be that x, would be that lowercase letter. And what is an algebraic expression? An algebraic expression is going to be a phrase which can contain numbers, operations, and at least one variable. So this up here that I just wrote at the top there, this is an algebraic expression because it has numbers and operations, and it has at least one variable. All right, so let's take a look at how we evaluate variable expressions. So we've got these variable expressions, and I have 5 in a parentheses n, and then I have 5 and a dot n, and 5 right next to the variable n. Well, the meaning to all of these is the same. The meaning is that we're multiplying each one of these. So it's 5 times n, or 5 times the number n, and the operation is multiply. So anytime you see a number right next to a variable, it means to multiply, or if you've got the dot, or if you've got the parentheses there, they all mean the same thing. All right, in the next one, I have 14, and then I have it written as a fraction all over y. Remember that that fraction bar right there means to divide. So I have 14 divided by y. And the operation here, whenever you see these, is going to be to divide. All right, my next one, I have 6 plus c. All right, so I have 6 plus c, and then this is to add. And when I have 8 minus x, so it's 8 minus x, and again the operation there is then to subtract. All right, so let's go ahead and evaluate these expressions. If x is equal to 7, y is equal to 3, and z is equal to 9. And so whenever you see these variables assigned to numbers, whenever I see a z, for example, I am going to plug in the number 9. So I'm going to write down 9 plus 4, and then I'm evaluating it, so 9 plus 4 is going to be equal to then 13. Our next one, again, when you've got a number right next to the variable, it means to multiply. So I'm going to replace my x with 7. So I have 3, and I'm going to write it like this. 3 times 7 minus 2 times y, and right next to it, meaning multiply, so 2 times 3. So I'm going to have 21 minus, and then I'm going to remember, because the order of operations say that we have to multiply before we add or subtract, so that we have to do this part first, this part again, or before you subtract. So we have 21, then minus 6 is equal to then 15. All right, in our last one here, I have 9 all over y, which means to divide. So I'm going to set that up as 9 divided by, then, since y is equal to 3, we're going to plug in the 3. And 9 divided by 3 is then 3. All right, so our next one, x times y all over 3. So x is 7. And then I'm going to take and times my y, which is 3. I'm going to divide that by 3 and then plus 2. All right, let's follow the order of operations. So we're going to multiply these two first. I'll get 21 all over 3 and then plus 2. All right, so 21 divided by 3 is going to get 7 plus 2. So the total to that one is going to give me 9. All right, our next one, I have 2x minus, in parentheses, y plus z. All right, so I'm going to have my 2, and my x is equal to 7, so I'm going to multiply 7 minus, and now I've got to keep in my parentheses, I've got my 3, and then plus my z, which is 9. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll follow the order of operations and solve this. So I have my parentheses, so I'm going to do my 3 plus 9, and I'm going to get 12. and I'll have my minus, and then now let's go ahead and we're going to take, and let's just evaluate this part. 2 times 7 is 14. So 14 minus 12 gives me 2. All right, my next one, 4y minus y. All right, so I have 4 times y. My y is 3. And then I'm going to minus, and then again I'm going to plug in the 3 where I see the y. All right, so 4 times 3 is 12 minus 3. So 12 minus 3 is going to give me then 9. All right, so the total cost of seeing a movie at a theater can be represented by the expression A plus R, where A is the cost of the admission and R is the cost of the refreshments. Suppose you pay $7.50 for the admission and $7.25 for the refreshments. Find the total cost. So our expression here is A plus R. A again is our admission, and then our R is for our refreshments. Well, it said that we spent $7.50 to get in, or the admission, plus $7.25. That is the amount that we're paying for our refreshments. So I add those together, and that's going to give me then my total cost then is going to be $14.75. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to evaluate algebraic expressions.